Entrepreneur. Best known for her part in the reality TV show Love and Marriage Huntsville, Stormi Steele has recently experienced a number of both personal and professional victories. In addition to some fierce legal disputes that have since been settled, her journey has been characterized by an amazing increase in business success, especially with her beauty brand, Canvas Beauty. Although Steele is often linked to the glamour and drama of reality TV, her recent trajectory shows that she is a more nuanced and driven person who is paving a way for herself outside of the spotlight. Her career choices, personal challenges, and business achievements all demonstrate development and a fresh sense of purpose. The beauty of a canvas, Stormi Steele's hair care line has been a huge success, particularly in 2014. The brand has become very popular, and recent reports indicate that its sales have been at their highest levels ever. Steele's strong social media presence and in-depth knowledge of digital marketing have elevated her entrepreneurial journey to a new level. Her historic TikTok achievement, becoming the first creator to earn $1 million in a single live session, was one of the high points of her career. This accomplishment demonstrated her ability to reach a large audience online and cemented her position as a well-known businesswoman. Stormi's tenure on Love and Marriage Huntsville has been characterized by controversy and legal issues despite her successful business. These difficulties started earlier this year when a fan of Stormi Steele's co-star Melody Rogers targeted her. In the previous 10 days, more than 500 people talked about Stormi, fan deals, and romantic past. Only the photographer, Townie Shellen, was ever filmed by her, but exposed the women in their marriages while Stormi including comments she wasn't spared all this attention. This specific fan, referred to as the Mammers by Melody's fanbase, allegedly harassed Steele and even attempted to break into her warehouse. Steele became emotionally distressed as a result of the harassment, and she responded to the situation by using harsh language during a live stream of her emotions. Unfortunately, a legal battle ensued after the fan accused Steele of harassment. The situation swiftly got out of hand and had consequences for the public as well as for the individual. Steele was harmed in the case by her outburst, which was caught on camera during the live stream. But after a torturous time of uncertainty, Steele proudly told her fans in a glitzy video that "case dismissed, signaling the end of my legal gal troubles." In the Instagram post, Stormi Steele continued by explaining that she had remained positive throughout the entire ordeal, a sentiment that many of her followers found admirable. She acknowledged that the entire experience had been difficult, but she also emphasized that she had learned from it. She also thanked the network producers and the cast for her time on Love and Marriage Huntsville, despite the challenges she faced on the show. Although the legal case was a major obstacle, it wasn't the only reason why Steele decided to leave the show. In the same Instagram post, Stormi revealed that she had stopped filming Love and Marriage Huntsville in April, even though she had stopped months earlier. While many fans were taken aback by this revelation, others were not surprised considering how turbulent her time on the show had been. In fact, fans expressed support and understanding for Steele's decision to move on in the post's comment section, with one fan writing, "I too would be done after last night's episode. Without a doubt, you are much larger than this show." The increasing awareness that Stormi Steele's personal identity and brand are much broader than her role on reality TV is reflected in this comment. Steele's decision to leave the show coincides with her business flourishing and her increasing success as an entrepreneur. It appears that her goals are no longer in line with the demands and personal costs of being a reality TV star. Hare's departure from Love and Marriage Huntsville signifies a change in her professional path as she concentrates more on building her brand and growing Canvas Beauty. Although she has generally had a good relationship with the show, it is evident that it has negatively impacted her mental and emotional health, and it seems that Stormi Steele is now putting her future outside of reality TV first. In addition to leaving the show, Stormi made a significant appearance on Tamron Hall's show, where she talked about her journey and promoted her business. In addition to leaving the show, Stormi made a significant appearance on Tamron Hall's show, where she talked about her journey and promoted her business. She was able to demonstrate her growth as an entrepreneur and reach a wider audience through her interview with Tamron Hall. She talked about the difficulties she encountered when starting Cannabis Beauty from the ground up, the value of developing products that appeal to customers, and the necessity of resilience in the business world. Her speech was incredibly motivating, particularly for women who are trying to enter the business sector. Styles' participation in the show served as a reminder of her goals. In addition to providing entertainment, the dismissal of her lawsuit and her exit from Love and Marriage Huntsville signal a new chapter in Stormi Steele's life and further solidify her position as a prosperous and perceptive businesswoman. She has demonstrated that she can overcome obstacles and carry on thriving in spite of setbacks. Many people admire her because of her ability to remain composed under pressure and her commitment to her work. Young business people who aspire to establish themselves in the beauty industry and beyond, particularly women of color, are motivated by Styles' journey. It will be intriguing to watch how Stormi Steele uses her internet presence and builds her brand going forward. Even though she may no longer be a part of Love and Marriage Huntsville, her success on TikTok and the ongoing expansion of Cannabis Beauty show that her entrepreneurial journey is only getting started. Her impact and influence are probably going to go well beyond reality TV. Even though some of her fans may find it hard to comprehend, Steele's decision to leave the show shows that she is committed to long-term vision and goals, as evidenced by the success of her business and the resolution of her legal troubles. Every episode features amazing guests like Dr. Bakhten, Season 2 producer MD. A well-known personality in the reality show industry, Stormi Steele has gained popularity in the reality show industry. Stormi Steele has gained popularity among fans for a variety of reasons back in 2021. She has grown personally, accomplished professionally, and developed a number of strong bonds with her co-stars during her time on the show. As a businesswoman, influencer, and reality TV personality, she has had both conflicting and supportive moments on the show, which has kept viewers interested during her tenure on Love and Marriage Huntsville. Both conflictual and supportive moments have characterized Storm's tenure on the show, which has kept viewers interested in her plot throughout her tenure on Love and Marriage Huntsville. Her character has developed through interactions with other cast members, making her one of the most talked about figures on the show. The main focus of Stormi Steele's narrative in Love and Marriage Huntsville is her accomplishments as a prosperous businesswoman, especially with her makeup line, Cannabis Beauty. She immediately rose to prominence on the show thanks to her strong morals and direct approach to both life and business. Her cosmetics line, which has attracted a lot of attention on social media, particularly on sites like TikTok, presents her as a serious businesswoman with an expanding empire in addition to being a reality TV star. Her drive to succeed and her enthusiasm for her work have grown to be important plot points. But being a prosperous businesswoman also required her to oversee a number of interpersonal and professional ties with other Love and Marriage Huntsville groups, and just going about trying to be a fun entertainer in Huntsville itself, since we're left to understand that cast members are the ones. Stormi Steele's relationship with Melody Holt, one of the primary participants in Love and Marriage Huntsville, was among the most prominent relationships she encountered. Melody's story centers on her marriage to Martell Holt and their subsequent divorce. The show focused on the changes in her life, and Stormi's arrival brought a new level of drama to the story. Stormi and Melody appeared to have a cordial relationship from the start, with occasional moments of cooperation and respect for one another, but as the season went on, their relationship grew more complicated. At first, Stormi seemed to agree with Melody on a number of topics, particularly those pertaining to their common experience as women in business. Both Stormi and Melody had a strong desire to support other women and develop their brands, and their business goals appeared to align. Despite these similarities, they soon encountered difficulties in their relationship, and their tension increased. Melody's group of friends became even more intense after Stormi's appearance on the show. Stormi was an outspoken and strong woman who did not hold back from speaking her mind. Her direct style occasionally ran counter to Melody's more subdued manner. Furthermore, Stormi's increased presence started to alter the dynamics of the show, frequently leading to conflict amongst the women. During one of the episodes, Stormi got into a public argument with Melody's fan base, which marked a turning point in their relationship. Stormi revealed to her coworkers that she had been harassed by Moments, one of Melody's loyal fans. The fan came and tried to break into Stormi's warehouse. Stormi became extremely upset over this incident and vented her frustration live on television. She was obviously upset at the time, yelling at the fan and displaying her rage. A legal battle resulted from the fan using the video to sue Stormi for harassment, despite the fact that many viewers felt sorry for her. Since both Stormi and Melody's reputations suffered as a result of the incident, this dispute caused a serious rift between them. Stormi later clarified that she had no ill will toward Melody, but the tension between them persisted. As a result of being on opposing sides of this controversy, which was made worse by the presence of fans and public responses, their relationship eventually deteriorated. Storm's storyline on Love and Marriage Huntsville also featured a significant connection between Melody and Martel, the star couple. While Storm's relationship with Letitia began on a somewhat positive note, her time on the series was greatly influenced by her interactions with Scott Marceau, a successful businessman, and Letitia, an entrepreneur, who were essential to the program. Over time, the dynamics shifted. Initially, it appeared that Letitia and Stormi shared interests, particularly in their business endeavors. As they supported one another's aspirations, Letitia's business and Storm's own professional objectives enabled them to find opportunities for cooperation. However, as the group dynamic started to take on more conflictual forms, the increasing tension between other show participants started to strain their friendship. The way Storm handled her relationships with other participants was one significant area of contention. In the center, Storm was embroiled in arguments that had little to do with her business, but were closely related to the tensions that developed between the Scott family and other cast members as the show's plot developed around their personal lives. Occasionally, these arguments caused miscommunications between Letitia and Storm Steele. Even though tensions increase, it is clear that Storm and Letitia never fully broke off their friendship. Conversely, Marcel frequently assumed the role of a more subdued yet significant figure within the group. Despite being less frequent, his interactions with Storm were significant because they shaped the dynamics of the group as a whole. Despite the contrast between Stormi's more direct and assertive personality and Mars's more laid-back manner, they were able to find common ground, particularly in their shared business approach. Another couple from Love and Marriage Huntsville, Kimmy and Maurice Scott, were also crucial to Stormi's plot. Compared to the other cast members, Kimmy, a nurse and businesswoman, approached conflict resolution with more maturity and groundedness. Despite being primarily a wife and mother on the show, Kim also played a significant role in Stormi's life, particularly during some of the more tense interactions with other cast members. Although Kimmy and Stormi did not have a lot of direct conflict, the general tensions among the other participants occasionally negatively impacted their relationship. Kimmy's more impartial stance enabled her to manage challenging circumstances diplomatically, and Stormi found some resonance in this strategy. Although they frequently interacted with mutual respect, Kimmy occasionally had to mediate conflicts between the group as a whole, which had an impact on her relationships with Stormi and other people. Stormi Steele's decision to leave Love and Marriage Huntsville changed along with her role on the show. It was evident that the shifting dynamics between her and her co-stars had an impact on her decision to leave, even though a large portion of her departure was due to personal factors like her expanding business, legal troubles, and the general impact of reality TV on her life. Even though her presence was characterized by tension and conflict, she had become an essential part of the cast, so her departure marked a significant moment in the show's plot. Storm's departure also illustrates how Love and Marriage Huntsville is evolving, with participants coming and going frequently and the emphasis shifting to different plot lines. Storm made the decision to leave the show, but it had a significant effect on the group, particularly as the dynamics of other contestants started to shift. Her decision to leave the show also reflected her changing identity outside of reality TV and her desire for privacy and business focus. Storm is the main attraction in Love and Marriage. Huntsville was characterized by intricate personal and professional relationships. She had a complex role on the show, juggling the interpersonal drama that comes with appearing on reality TV with the difficulties of being a successful businesswoman in the spotlight. Despite the ups and downs, she maintained a dynamic presence on the show because of her relationships with other cast members, particularly Melody Holt, Letitia and Marceau Scott, Kimmy and Maurice Scott, which frequently involved both collaboration and conflict. Since Stormi Steele's departure from Love and Marriage, Huntsville ultimately reflects her personal development and her wish to put her career and personal health first. Her legacy on the show is probably going to continue to be one of inspiration, tenacity, and resolve. Marriage in Love on January 12, 2019, the reality show Love and Marriage Huntsville made its debut on the Oprah Winfrey Network with inspirations and a resolve. The show is actually going to be live streaming at 10 o'clock noon Sunday, August 19th, so watch for more details to be added by her fans on their social media. The program gives viewers a close-up look at the personal relationships, business endeavors, and family dynamics of prosperous African-American professionals in Huntsville, Alabama. The show offers a deep dive into the struggles and victories of its cast members who are not just navigating their personal lives by fusing the glitz of reality TV with real-life problems, but also their business endeavors. Because it depicted Black love, ambition, and the complicated dynamics that exist in close-knit communities, the show immediately became one of Ogoyen's most popular series. The main plot of Love and Marriage Huntsville centers on three prosperous couples who manage to juggle the demands of marriage with their careers, entrepreneurship, and parenting. In Huntsville, Alabama, where a lot of the drama and business transactions occur, the show also emphasizes the highs and lows of the real estate development sector. As the participants build their families and individual empires, the concept of collaborative building is central to the series. However, viewers will find the show both captivating and relatable because it is also full of drama, conflicts, and personal struggles. The six main stars of Love and Marriage Huntsville are Kimmy and Maurice Scott, Melody and Martell Holt, and Martel and Letitia Scott. Because their personal and professional lives frequently overlap, each couple contributes a distinct dynamic to the show that can result in both cooperation and conflict. One of the main couples in the series is Melody and Martell Holt. Martel is a prosperous real estate developer, and Melody is a former teacher, entrepreneur, and businesswoman. Despite their intense love and ambition, the Holt's relationship is fraught with difficulties, particularly those pertaining to infidelity and personal development. Their marriage was severely strained as a result of Martel's adultery, and their story soon became a major theme of the series. In the early seasons of the show, their turbulent relationship, which finally ended in divorce, became a significant plot point. A major portion of the story has focused on Melody's experience as a single woman juggling co-parenting and re-establishing her career. Her tenacity has motivated many viewers. However, Martel found it difficult to accept the repercussions of his behavior, and his attempts to make amends with Melody frequently encountered opposition. Their story struck a chord with an audience that could relate to the intricacies of marriage, trust, and forgiveness, and the couple's conflict and emotional experiences brought to light the challenges that many couples encounter when betrayed. Both Melody and Martel still make appearances on the show despite their split, handling their co-parenting relationship and attempting to advance in both their personal and professional lives. Letitia Scott and Marceau Scott are another well-known couple that appeared on Love and Marriage. Huntsville Letitia is an entrepreneur who prioritizes education and personal development, while Marceau is a prosperous businessman in the development and construction sectors. They are a well-known couple who have created a substantial personal and professional empire together. They are commonly depicted as a stabilizing force within the group, and their relationship is frequently viewed as a powerful example of Black love and resiliency. However, Marceau and Letitia's relationship is not without its difficulties, just like many reality show couples. Letitia's ambition to advance her career and leave her own legacy, while Marceau occasionally seems more concerned with upholding the status quo, is one of the main conflicts in their tale. Their divergent priorities have occasionally caused conflict, particularly when Leticia feels under-supported in her work. A bol sangre enganamacia, not a gente. There are occasionally arguments because of Marceau's reserved demeanor and Leticia's more outgoing and driven personality. The couple sets an example of unity in the face of personal conflicts by continuing to collaborate on business endeavors and family life despite these problems. The third couple at the heart of Love and Marriage Huntsville, Kimmy and Maurice Scott, are a blended family juggling the demands of co-parenting, marriage, and work. Aspirations Morris is an accomplished lawyer and Kimmy is a nurse and businesswoman. They have a special bond because they both brought children from past relationships into the marriage, which has caused them to concentrate on integrating their families and overcoming the difficulties of being step-parents. As a source of guidance and support for the group, Kimmy and Morris's relationship is frequently depicted as being more stable than that of other couples. The relationship between Kimmy and Morris is not without drama though, as one of the recurrent plot lines centers on Morris's ex-wife and the difficulties they have juggling the demands of their children from past marriages. Kimmy, who is frequently regarded as the group's sane voice, is having emotional difficulties as a result of the family merger and the difficulties of co-parenting. In contrast, Maurice makes an effort to strike a careful balance between his obligations to his family and his career. Their relationship is a reflection of the difficulties that many couples today encounter when attempting to manage the intricacies of co-parenting. Personal development and blended families, Love and Marriage Huntsville, touches on a number of significant issues that viewers find compelling, in addition to drama and disputes. The concept of building together is one of the main themes that the series explores. The show's couples are all business owners, and a lot of the drama centers on their endeavors, whether they are in healthcare, education, or real estate development. The program highlights the value of cooperation in both personal and professional contexts, demonstrating how couples need to learn to support one another's objectives while preserving their unique identities. The examination of Black love and marriage is another significant theme. The program offers a forum for talking about the highs and lows of Black relationships, particularly as they relate to marriage and family life. Although the problems that couples encounter are common to all couples, Love and Marriage Huntsville also discusses the unique difficulties that Black couples frequently encounter, including overcoming cultural pressures, managing personal success while preserving solid relationships, and overcoming societal expectations. Infidelity, trust, and forgiveness are among the other topics covered in the series, especially in the Melody and Martel storylines. A major plotline that many viewers found both poignant and relatable was the dissolution of their marriage and the emotional fallout from Martel's adultery. The show poses significant queries regarding how people recover from emotional traumas and examines the difficulties of forgiving, particularly when trust has been betrayed. Lastly, Love and Marriage in Huntsville highlights the value of friendship and community. In spite of the drama and arguments between the couples, they frequently band together to help one another through difficult times, whether they be personal or professional. Participants can rely on one another during trying times because of the atmosphere of solidarity and shared experience created by this sense of community. Due to its realistic depiction of love, marriage, and entrepreneurship, Love and Marriage in Huntsville immediately rose to prominence as one of Owen's most popular reality shows. The show offered a forum for talking about the intricate dynamics of relationships, family challenges, and career goals, thanks to its diverse cast and captivating plots. For fans of reality shows looking for a program that provides both entertainment and important life lessons, the show is a must-watch because of the genuine and dramatic relationships among its participants. The intricacies of Black love, business, and the difficulties of establishing a life together will probably be further explored in the series.